Hello again, okay, here in this video, serial killers. Yeah, see the name of the video here? Do we have another serial killer? Well, of course we have another serial killer. What did you expect? Haven't we been telling you people for a long time now that we're creating our own killers out here on a daily basis? That's right. You create the people who kill you. You design them. You draw out the blueprints through the way you treat other human beings. And that's no lie. Let's take a look at a couple of things here, and I'll be right back with you.
At 1851 hours, we received a call of a domestic violence that was in progress in the 8100 block of East Harry. I had two officers respond, and when they got to the scene, it was a third-floor apartment building. The door was ajar, and when they looked inside, they could see a black female in her 20s that had severe head trauma. We believe she was struck in the head by a hammer. A neighbor let us know that he'd seen another gentleman flee the area. We are actually familiar with this guy. We'd have some past calls out here, and we began searching the area. The victim was taken to Wesley, code red. She's in serious condition, or critical condition. Last I heard, she was being taken into surgery. However, while we were still working the call and trying to find the suspect, KHP let us know that they had a vehicle that matched the suspect vehicle that had crashed up on K96 area, right around the turnpike that gets on at Kellogg, right near Webb. We began sectioning off the area, and I believe a trooper later took him into custody after we received several calls of a suspicious character that was running in the area.
We begin tonight with breaking news out of Denver. A woman has been killed during some sort of a fight inside a home. 9 News reporter Aristaea Brady is live at the scene at 9th in Sheridan.
Kyle, police are telling us that the fight happened at this residence just to the side of me a couple hours ago. We'll take you there now. You can see still an active crime scene. Police say it's still early in the investigation. They do say they believe two groups of people inside the home got into some sort of a verbal, possibly even physical altercation. When police arrived on scene about 8:15, they say they found one female who'd sustained a fatal gunshot wound. Denver police say it's always difficult to hear of this kind of crime in their area.
Well, one incident is too many. This is a mixed-use area. You have residences and you also have businesses. One shooting, one homicide is too many.
Now, Detective John White says he cannot confirm at this time that it was a home invasion. They do say they're still looking for at least one suspect. They have no suspect description, and no one at this point has been taken into custody. We also asked if they knew at this point if it was gang-related. Again, they say it's too early to tell, but with that news of possibly one, even more suspects on the loose, they're asking everybody out here tonight to take the necessary precautions. And again, if you see anything suspicious, to please report it immediately to Crime Stoppers. Kyle.
Aristaea Brady reporting. Aristaea, we'll check back in with you if the situation warrants. Otherwise, we'll update on the networks of 9 News.
Man, what'd you see there? Yeah, you saw two different stories of it. It happened again. That's our ability to treat each other like dirt. Our ability to not be adults. Our ability to have never grown up. That's what you're seeing there. Our ability to be children. To fight over everything. That's right. Everything in sight. And you complain about your kids being kids. You know, as we've told you for a long time now, you people create your own killers through the way you treat other people. But you don't want to listen. You want to think that you could just dump on anybody you want. You could be a troll online and deliberately set out to hurt people. You can take that from online to the streets and set out to hurt other people, deliberately play mind games with them. That's right. Set out to destroy them. You don't even know them, and you want to set out to destroy them, okay? And then we've noticed one big thing that, well, this has gone on for a long time too. A long time now with the division of the genders, okay? With no lie, okay? And this is one of the reasons we wind up making our own killers too, okay? Now, you got to bear with me. I want you to watch this, then I'll explain myself when I get back. So, watch out.
A date with Jackson.
Lisa Linehan vowed almost a year ago she would marry the man of her dreams. She had to kiss a lot of frogs, but still no prince.
Well, I went out with over 80 different guys, and the main thing that I learned is that girls fall in love with the idea of the wedding way before guys ever do.
Now, I know you're going to say, what the hell does that have to do with somebody killing people, serial killers? Well, you know, that has a percentage of the reason that it's women who end up getting killed by most serial killers. Not in all cases, but the majority of victims are always women. No, it's not because they were the weaker gender. That's a hog of, I mean, that's just a total fucking line of crock and shit. Okay? That's all it is. It's a cop-out card. It's a way of dodging the truth. Okay? That's all it is. What does this have to do with it? Well, let's see. What'd she say? See, through her ability to fall for social conditioning and to listen to people like Dan and Jen and to look in the mirror at herself and see her looks. That's right, to see her looks and be in lust with herself, in love with herself. Through her ability to draw up page after page of her high expectations. That's why she can't get nobody. She rejects guy after guy after guy after guy. Now there's the majority of women out there, unfortunately, not all, but the majority, are doing this, excuse me, doing this very thing, okay? Reject, 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 then lie and use, lie and use, lie and use to get your wants, okay? Don't care how you treat them because what are you chasing? That's right, women like her, they chase after the bad boy. That's right. But women like her don't just chase after the bad boy. They want somebody that's loaded with money. See, her high expectations are so high that that's why she's still alone, okay? But the thing is how many guys, how many lives will you destroy while you're moving through your life of games? That's right, while you're using your ability to think that you're above another gender, thanks to our media and our music and our school system and everything around you, okay? And then to your ability to have the bad boy, to have drama. Because you just love your drama. You can't go without your drama. That's right. See, so this is an example. She is a prime example. You know, the reason she's dated 80 guys. How many guys can date 80 women? Not many. Because the majority of guys will face what she done. Rejection, 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 rejection. Because you women got your high expectations list because you fell for the social conditioning machine and you actually believe that you're above another human being when you're not, okay? You actually believe it based on your gender. Because society has led you to believe it, allowed you to believe it through division, okay? And you enjoy that power trip. Yeah, you enjoy it. You enjoy making drama. You enjoy it, yes. It's so fun hurting another human being. Oh, yes, I feel so powerful, big with myself when I know I hurt him. Because if I hurt a man, I'm big, makes me macho girl, yeah. Ain't that right? And so, like I said, she has a lot to do with it, too. See, we treat each other like complete parasites. We treat each other lower than animals. No lie, we treat each other lower than you would an animal. You think that's normal. You think it's okay. So what if I hurt their feelings? Big deal. No big deal if I hurt somebody's feelings. We can continue to do it. We've made our mind up to what type of guy we're wanting because our school system taught us natural selection and biology, because our books and our magazines, our music and our media told us what we're supposed to look at, what we're supposed to be attracted to. And that guy don't fit the picture. No, he's a nice guy. Oh, he's short. Oh, he's ugly. Oh, he's obese. But it's all right for the woman to be obese, right? Just not the guy. Who is it that expects all the change? Oh, that's right. It's the guy that's got to do all the changing. He's got to do it all. She absolutely has to do nothing. She don't have to change one thing about her personality or herself. But he's supposed to change everything about himself for her. Then we wonder why. This report that you're about to watch is here. Yes, there's another serial killer. And yes, once again, we the people have created another serial killer. That's right. We drew the blueprints. That's right. We drew the blueprints through the way we treated them. No, they're not mental. Oh, they are not. They killed. But see, no, they wasn't mental until we the people made them mental. By continuously bashing them, by continuously hurting them, over and over and over until you destroyed them completely. And you felt so big doing so, ain't that right, ladies? Isn't that right, guys? Trolls, isn't that so much fun, you pussy whip guys? When you can destroy another human being so you can put your dick in her stink hole? That's right. Makes it so much fun, ain't it? That's why they went mental. Because you made them that way. You designed them. You drew the blueprints. That's right. No lie. That's fact. And that's why this is happening. So, well, Watch this news report. Is there a serial killer? Of course there is. We created it. Through your dumbness, through your ignorance, through your ability to have never grown up. No lie. Leave your comments and opinions. Watch this news report. The next video, you'll have a good one.
Yeah, at this time you can't tell, really. It could be one person could actually do all this. And, you know, it's definitely a pattern, and it definitely seems like a serial killer because everything is a real good pattern. And the fact that you have 4 murdered prostitutes, and they were murdered in similar styles. They're wrapped up in burlap body bags. They're murdered in June, July, and August. You know, they're white females. They're about 5 feet and 100 to 130 pounds. They're 20 years old, Craigslist and prostitutes, and they're found all in the same area. So that's a pretty good indication that it is a serial killer, but how many, I don't know at this time, but one person could actually do this.
One person could do this. And guys, let's show that map again, because 4 bodies were found within about a quarter mile of each other, but they were dumped at different times. So what would that say? Here's the map again. What would that say about the killer? Would this killer, let's say it's one person, would this killer be taunting investigators? And if not, why dump the bodies all in pretty much the same place?
I don't think he's talking to the investigators. I think we're all creatures of habit, and we go someplace where we're familiar with, where nobody's going to see us, nobody's going to bother us, and he can actually take that body out of the car and just go a few feet from the road and just dump them there. And that's a pretty good place because you can see cars coming in both directions, and it only takes a few minutes to just dump the bodies there. So like I said, we're creatures of habit, and that's what we do. We'll go to places that we're familiar with, and serial killers do that.
So it could be from this area. If I remember correctly, it was a dimly lit road. It was just a couple of feet from that road where these bodies were dumped. But I want to talk a little bit more about the profile. And I know you touched on this here, but perhaps this person was hooking up with these prostitutes, perhaps then killing them. How would the authorities, Gil, use that information and then try to find the killer?
Well, they have to put all this information together. Now, she was missing in June, July, and August. And in July, even though there were different years, in July it was like a Saturday and a Sunday within that 1 week. So it could give an indication that he either worked, maybe he worked on the beach someplace, and on weekends, and maybe he only goes there for the summertime. So all that evidence and those patterns start building up. But, you know, one of the biggest things, how to get somebody like this, is another prostitute coming forward, and she says, listen, I just got away from this guy, and I don't know, you guys should check him out. But a lot of times the prostitutes do not want to come forward. You know, they have pimps, they don't want to come forward, and that's the problem with this. But and then again, looking for DNA on these bodies, different DNAs, that could help also if this other person ever was arrested.
Well, what about the fact that they all have this one thing in common, and that's the internet? That's what you said at Craigslist. Would the fact that it all ties back to the internet, does it help authorities find the killer, or does it help the killer cover his tracks?
I think, you know, of course, Craigslist is cooperating with the police, so they're giving all kinds of information out. And this guy's like pattern again, which would be in an email address or something that he would give out, maybe similar statements looking for other people. Could still be looking for other people, but he doesn't necessarily have to stay on Craigslist. He can go on the internet and different sites. So I'm not sure this guy's only these are with Craigslist, but I think this guy goes around different sites and looks for different women. And I wouldn't be surprised if he has done this, you know, before someplace else.